Hey everyone, this is a build that I've developed to basically counter smashers, mini bosses and takers. I call this build the lighthouse. The lighthouse build is something that uses about 9 tiles. This build works because it means that you can stand at the amplifier and nothing can actually be able to kind of get to you. So smashers can't get to you, takers can't get to you as seen here. One will try and go for me, but it cannot actually reach me. And all you need to do is just stand on top of the amplifier itself where the light is and just spin around on the spot and hold the auto place button. So all you do is you hold the auto edit as a wall and just spin around and look down. Here I accidentally placed walls above because I was looking too high, but if you just look down towards the floor and spin around in circles, it works best if you put your sensitivity to the absolute maximum because it makes it almost impossible for them to do anything and break a wall and it not be replaced. In order to build this lighthouse build, I can show how to do it for every other base, but this is more of something that you want to be able to implement into your own designs. So if you want to use the lighthouse build, I'll show you how to use it around this naked amplifier. To build it, we're going to have the floor, then we're going to have 2 archways, and then this is all you're going to need on your base. What you might want to do is just put this the opposite side of where they might be coming from, to just so they don't like randomly try and charge into anything. You just get kind of unlucky with them doing it. But then what we do on this corner piece is we place a... So I have this jump pad, so if you're a constructor you can easily get up the top onto the top of the amplifier itself and it won't matter what class you're playing. So what we're going to do when it comes to the actual wave and you have takers, you can have it like this. So if you suddenly have takers, you want to jump up, excuse me, if you've got takers, you just aim for like this gap in the middle, or you can like jump into it and then this will easily get you up. You kind of just sort of slide up the wall and you just hold forward, and then once we're on here, all you got to do is get your edits up, have a wall and just spin around, and that's all you do for the whole game. You just spin around in a circle. Now how this works is that takers cannot climb up these types of walls. Takers need a kind of vertical surface like this so they can actually travel up it, as well as they can also do it with something such as like a floor as well. So if they've got a floor that they can travel up into, they can phase through this to get up. But by not giving them either of these kinds of structures, takers won't be able to get up. So they will not be able to climb up this structure at all. So they won't be able to actually be able to get up and then phase. I find they can only do like one or the other. They can like climb or kind of phase. So by them being able to do one or the other, what they'll do as well, if you have something like even this, you'll find that they'll phase up through the floor and then they'll try to come over to phase into this wall, but they'll just drop down, and all they'll do for the whole game is just cycle round. So they'll phase through the floor, jump down, phase through the floor, jump down, and they just spend the whole game just cycling around in circles. But yeah, I tried to make this as cheap as possible, and this is the final build for the lighthouse. This is really good for dealing with smashers, because what smashers will do is when you're just spinning around on the spot, you want to use very high sensitivity and just spin around so like insanely fast. So if I change my sensitivity now and put it onto the maximum, when I'm building I can literally like spin around like this, and this will auto place all of the walls in an instant whenever like a smasher even touches it. Like the takers will never be able to do anything, smashers can't do anything, the walls are just instantly placed. Yeah, so this will really help you to be able to just spam those walls down. All you got to do is have your auto build on, so you have controller sensitivity for X absolute maximum, Y doesn't matter as much. Then you also want to have turbo building enabled. turbo building will basically now allow this strat to work by being able to constantly spam build the pieces down as you're spinning. So as you're spinning, any piece which is then broken will automatically be placed instantly as you're spinning around insanely fast. So even if they do break down both of like the main structures instantly and the whole thing comes down at the top, if two smashes break both walls simultaneously, you'll be spinning so fast that it'll replace it instantly. When you're doing this, the smashers can smash from underneath, and then you'll just be up top replacing the walls. The takers, they cannot get up these, they cannot travel up these archways, and they can't then travel up here and then phase through. They won't be able to do that. You can do it with just a naked amp, but you can find that you'll get some problems in some of the amplifiers. So for instance, over there on C, you can end up getting issues if you have anything such as like a lobber shield or traps above. So this just basically makes it, if you've got anywhere of elevation around the amplifier at all, this just makes it a lot safer, because they won't be able to aggro up or see you and then be able to aggro up into you. However, if you jump, they will aggro up into the air, and what they'll do is they'll fly up, and once they fly up, they will then sort of charge and fly at you. I'll see if I can just pull up a clip of that. So this is what happens. So if you jump up in the air, they will fly up to you and will be able to aggro on you, but as long as you don't jump up in the air for them to try and aggro up into the air, they're not going to be able to get you. So then this will happen. They'll be able to come down and slap you. Here's another clip with me standing on a flat on the top of this. So basically it's the same design, but I put a flat on top of it, and yeah, they fly up and they slap you. I have done something similar with this, where I've then built archways on the top as well, and then they don't fly up to you. I think it was like archways, or you can build like windows or something up the top, and then they won't be able to come up to you. And you can still shoot out then, so you can have like a team like shooting out through the sides. Here's something from another clip that I took. If you stand here, it just seems like you don't get affected by the tornado as well. So you can just stand in the center as well, so you're fine against that.